So I decided to join a dating app just so I can see if the experiences y'all are saying are true when it comes to Black women and dating. And here are the results. It's Amber J. Lee. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let's learn, pretty girls. And also, while you're here, just follow my Instagram as I also post updates. When I got on a dating app, the first thing I noticed is a lot of the men on the dating apps are men who haven't dated in years, men who have not had a girlfriend in years, men who are looking for hookups, and older men. And if the guy is a younger man, he's not a ladies' man. I noticed that men who get women are not on these dating apps, which is obvious, but it's very obvious when you go on there. So I downloaded OkCupid and Hinge, and I was on there for about a week. I just deactivated the account today because I feel like I saw everything I needed to see, but I was on there for about a week, and some of what people are saying are true, but I feel like some of it is exaggerated. I just was swiping right on everything. Like I didn't really have a certain standard. I just was swiping right to see who was swiping right on me, because people kept saying dating apps are not for Black women. Black women don't have luck on dating apps. Black women should not join dating apps. And if a Black woman is on a dating app, she's not going to find anything worthwhile. And some of that is true, but some of that is false. So I was swiping right, and these are the pictures I uploaded, so you can just see like the type of pictures I was using. They weren't too much out there. To be honest, got a lot of swipe rights on white men. A lot of them. 8 out of 10 white men swiped right on my photo. I surprisingly received more swipe rights from white men than Black men. Surprisingly. Didn't expect that to happen. I got a total of 8,700 likes. So out of all the profiles that saw my account that is in my area, 8,000 of them swiped right. No, I did not give up my personal number, and no, I did not let it come off of the app. All of the communication I've had with these men were on the app. But I did notice that with younger white guys, ages 21 to 35, they just wanted sex. Like, are you a freaky girl? Are Black girls this, that, and the third? Like, I've never slept with a Black girl. It was honestly, this guy, he was in his early 50s, and he was just like, I love Black and brown PUY, so I'm kind of interested in what's your flat rate, or would you be able to take this for a fee? And I'm just like I was kind of blocking people left and right. Or this one guy who was a truck driver, he was 35, and he was just like, are you interested in doing this? He said, I love sleeping with Black women. There was a lot of that going on with the younger crowd, a little bit in the older crowd, but it's true that white men fetishize Black women. So a lot of that creeped me out. Like, a lot of them just didn't look at me as a person. They immediately saw a sex object. It was one guy who was actually kind of creepy. He was like, can I see you tonight? I'll pay for your Uber. I really want to have sex with a Black woman. That's were his exact words. And I was just like, find somebody else. This ain't happening. So it was a lot of that going on. The guys that wanted relationships and who really was interested in taking me out to eat, was willing to get one guy was super sweet. He was like, hey, could you come to my dance? We can meet there. That'd be a great first date. The oldest was 52. The youngest was 41. And they were interested in relationships, and they wanted possibly for it to go into marriage. One guy was just like, I'm a homeowner. I have 2 dogs. I'm willing for us to go to this play that I'm hosting. Like, and I had to tell them like, hey, this is just an experiment. I'm not really looking for anything. But older men, the older white men who was really interested in something serious or actually dating. And one guy who was older, he was really, really religious. He just was like, hey, do you want to go, get something to eat? I'm old school, I'm conservative. I really want a relationship. I'm conservative as well, but I just noticed that the difference between the younger crowd and the older crowd. Older white men were just more open to going out on dates as opposed to the younger white men who was really in it to just get their nut off. It was getting so bad to the point where I had to put in my bio, please do not leave me creepy messages. No, I don't have a flat rate. Like, I don't know what's going on all these dating apps, but for you to approach a Black woman and just say, hey, what's your flat rate, and think she's going to be okay with it, even when she's not dressing provocatively, something is going on these apps that we don't know about. Somebody is selling something, because they're like very comfortable with asking what's a flat rate. And at first I was just like, a flat rate? I don't have a flat rate. Like, I'm not selling anything. So a lot of selling is going on that you guys don't know about. It gotta be, because this is very weird for people to feel so comfortable saying, hey, how much? What I got from this is, I feel like if you are a Black woman and you want to date on your own dating apps, it should be a last resort. Please tell and place in your bio that you're not doing hookups, no weird messages, and no flat rates. So at least they can get a vibe that you're serious, because I had to put that there, and that's when the creeps kind of subsided. But when I first got on, it was a sea of creeps and a sea of incels. It was like really weird. I even was offered $70 to send feet pics. So if you're on there for money, it's money on there. It's money on there. I wasn't looking for money, but it's money on there. So that is my result from dating apps for Black women. Is it as bad as people say? No. Is it a lot of people who just want to use you as a sex object, so you have to watch out for that? Yes.